Join us.
Huh?
What comes to mind when you see the word comic? No. That's not all. Comics are actually art narratives told through a combination of images and text. They can come in a variety of formats from traditional print issues to digital downloads. So, comics are not a genre, but they are a style of writing.
Comics had started ever since the birth of the Yellow Kid in 1930s, thus leading to the golden age of comics, where comics such as Marvel Comics were popular. It originated the archetype of superheroes and also displays war propaganda and racist portrayals of Japanese characters. This era was in World War II.
The Silver Age, which was in the 1960s to early 1970s, began with the publication of Showcase 4, The Flash. Comics from this era had a general absence of mature themes and displays black and white morality. By the time it reaches the early 1970s, the Bronze Age returns the darker plot of elements and presents us a more socially relevant storylines, including real-world issues in comics. This includes poverty, environmental pollution, and even religious acceptance. The comics that exist in those times are Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and the well-known X-Men.
Now we reach to the dark age of comics, which is around the late 1980s until the 2000s. And I'll tell you, it was crazy. At this period, comics were very dark and gruesome, but has deep meanings in each panel. The panels often use dark and detailed panels to make the readers feel more uncanny on what they see. One of the comics that exists in this period is Sensitive.
And now for the final age. Comic book writers still publish comic books in stores, but readers prefer reading panels on websites because of easy access. This shows the rise of graphic novels as respectable reading material, as comics are published weekly or monthly. Besides that, comics nowadays offer a variety of genre, from action to slice of life. Why were you researching about this?
I began to sympathize when I noticed most students in the school were only relying on words for the right information. But during physics, I drew out the picture that the question in the handout described, and it turns out to be correct. Majority of the students who got it wrong did not draw the picture and simply imagined it.
Comics increases students' engagement, enhances critical thinking and creativity in students, and promotes equality as well as accessibility. Comics combine visuals with text, aiding in vocabulary development and reading comprehension. The imagery provides clues which catches students' attention and making education more enjoyable.
We can show a prototype we did later on Chapter 5.
In 2023, 2 in 5 children and young people aged 8 to 18 in the UK mentioned that they read comics on paper, on screen, or both in their free time. But out of all these, paper was the most popular format for engaging with comics. The picture you're looking on the screen right now shows the percentage of children and young people aged 8 to 18 who read comics on paper in their free time between 2010 until 2023.
Remember during Chapter 3 when we mentioned about showing our prototype? And now you have it!
Since we covered all topics from Chapter 1 until Chapter 5, we created our own educational comic that guides students about the digestive system. Oh yeah, I did this comic. It's pretty cool, right? That's the end of the video. Bye! Thanks for watching. Aduh, sakit!